So, weekly update number 11. This one's coming out on the Wednesday rather than the Tuesday. I'm sorry, sometimes I don't get them out for the Tuesday on time. These things happen. Always try and get them out either Wednesday or Tuesday. Try and keep it to one of those 2 days. As you can see, sometimes I do them in the office, sometimes I don't want to get home from work. It's very light today when I've got home from work because the clocks went back, or sorry, the clocks jumped forward. So it's darker in the mornings, later at night, which is really cool when you get home because it's starting to warm up. I'm going to talk about the weather in a minute as well, about what weather we've been having. Just hope you all had a great Easter. Yeah, let's crack on with number 11. So the first thing is, it can't always be good news, can it? But we've got a report back about a robbery that happened to one of our clients. Now, they were travelling down the AP7 close to Valencia, and they pulled into a petrol station and up into a car park which was next to like sort of the eating area of the petrol station. And basically some assailants, would you call them, came over to the car, forced open the doors and stole their rucksacks and stuff that they had at the front of the car. It's not nice. I had not heard of this before, to be honest with you, but then if you do a quick Google, you can see that there have been foreign cars targeted in that area and also going through Madrid as well. I've seen some there. So just a warning for people to be extra vigilant when you're driving down. I don't know what advice to give, you know, to stop that from happening, because what you're going to do, you're going to go to a petrol station and stop and have a sandwich and then be worried about having your car broken into. They were actually in the car at the time. As you came, just open the doors and nick their bags. So I would suppose that if you actually go into a petrol station, stop at the petrol station, put your petrol in the car, but then not go to the car park near the eatery places on the main roads. Maybe find a town to drive into and go and eat in the town. If you need to sit in the car park and eat, supermarket car parks generally will be pretty safe if you've got a Mercadona. A lot of big towns have the undergrounds, which are very, very good with security. Now, whenever you go to a main city or a town, like here in Malaga, we've got so many undergrounds. It's brilliant, and they've all got good security. They've all got cameras, and you have to pay to get in them. So, you know, there's not people down there robbing you normally. But yeah, just be vigilant where if you're driving down in a a UK registered car. You know, this poor family who've just got their visa now and so excited, and obviously now they're even doubting the decision to move. Obviously, it shouldn't make you. But this happening to anybody would definitely put a doubt in your mind. I don't believe they're going for electronic items, although electronic items were stolen. But I think that was coincidental, the fact they just stole the bags and what was in there. I think they're going for more cash and jewellery. This police told me this. Sadly, I was actually burgled last year. We were burgled as a family last year, and they just broke in the window, made an awful lot of mess, completely ignored anything electrical, and went for jewellery and cash, of which they didn't get any cash because they don't keep it in the house. They ignored the little coin pot that we got. That if they had nicked it, could have got a couple €100 in euro coins. And they stole jewellery, and comically left the best jewellery and stole the dress jewellery because it looked more expensive. So the police told us, they said, well, look, they do go for cash and jewellery because they can't sell electrical items because they're trackable, basically. It costs them more nowadays to get them untracked and wiped than it does to actually sell them on the black market. But yeah, we have to just warn you about that. It wasn't the best situation, and our client has asked me to add it to the weekly video, and you know, I've get a lot of contributions from people on the weekly videos, but you know, we can't always be good. We've got to warn you about what's out there as well. So anyway, that's point one that I wanted to make on this video. So anyway, moving on to our emails. So yeah, next thing is hot off the press from Manchester today. Here we go. So hot off the press from Manchester BLS office from Stu and Joanne, our clients who have been absolutely fantastic at giving me feedback at every stage of the way. I'm going to run through this quickly. So they've given me a really comprehensive feedback of how their appointment went today, but I'm going to run through it quickly with you. So They arrive 20 minutes before their appointment. The reception desk in Manchester is to the right as you enter the BLS office. They're to show their appointment confirmation letters, which is normal. There's a form to complete with their passport number, name, date, address, and you can probably hear my cat in the background. I am sorry about that, but we're at home. There's loads going on behind me. The cat's very hungry. They were given a piece of paper and a number on, and they also given a sheet in which order the documents need to go in. We actually now, I hadn't sent this out to Stu when he got his application pack from us, but because we've got one from each BLS office now, we print that and put it in. So when you're doing your checklist, you've now got it in the right order. Though to be honest, as long as the documents are correct, we haven't had much of a problem with the order, but it's better that they have it in the right order, because let's be honest, BLS, that's the second time I've said that, BLS just want to make money. That's it. They want to do their appointments and make money. In, out, correct documents, thank you. That's how they make their money. Then they were handed instead of prepaid. Oh yeah, so now there's no more prepaid envelopes. You get handed an envelope to put your passport in, and you have to provide them with a name and a return address. You're then ushered to a seating area. I thought that happened at the desk, but it looks like that happens beforehand. And basically they give you a token number of applicants appear on the screen in front of the seating area above the cubicles. In our case, the numbers were changing quite quickly and they didn't have to wait long. So they give you a number and you don't have to wait long. At the cubicle, the BLS representative was very polite and helpful. That's great news. And he also complimented them on the presentation of the folder and documents. They're both able to go together as well because they were applying together and everything. They had joint financial assets, marriage certificate, etc. A couple of differences to the process. They were told that the XO1 should have the Spanish address on. Now Manchester is the only one we put the UK address on for the XO1 because that's what they told us to do. So that's going to be revised. Maybe now because it's BLS they're looking at the Spanish address, so we'll definitely do that. You pay at the same cubicle that you hand your documents to, but you have to get your photo now taken at a separate desk. Now we still advise people to take a passport photo, because on a couple of occasions we've had it where the photo desk isn't working. Alright, so it's always still good, albeit that now they're doing digital photos, take a passport photo with you. And they go on to explain, yeah, they said they only wanted 3 months bank statements. We also advised 12 months, minimum 6. Look, it's because they've asked for that in the past, and if you go with 3 and they ask for more and you haven't got them, it's a problem. If you go with more and they ask for less, great. All right, and that's about it really from the report, but we are going to give you a more comprehensive rundown. Probably do a separate video for Manchester actually. They didn't need the original marriage certificate, just a copy, so that's good, yeah, because the marriage certificate applies to both applications. So they take a copy of it, don't keep the original. Some people would say you don't have to take a marriage certificate because that comes under extra documents. Again, we think it's a good idea to do it, so we'll tell our clients to. Interestingly, we advise all our clients to separate their documents using paper clips, not plastic wallets. Stu, for example, used plastic wallets and it wasn't a problem. We've had complaints in the past from the consulate there because they were just basically huffing and throwing plastic wallets about because they couldn't be bothered to take the stuff out. Also, they used post-it notes to label everything, and the guy in the BLS office said just leave them on because this could help the consulate. So yeah, that's great. Thanks a lot, Stu and Joanne, for your update. And then we've got what's next on our list. Yeah, this is a new one that I've seen. Again, not the best news. So in the Nurka area, a friend of ours got stopped by the police for putting the shopping inside the car rather than in the boot, and apparently that's illegal, and they have to look for their documents at their documents, sorry, like the TIE card, etc. And once they'd seen the TIE card, it was like, well, you're not supposed to do that, and they walked off. But it seemed to be a way of just getting an excuse to check people's documents. I wonder if that's happening now. Document checks via putting your shopping on the back seat, but remember, that's not allowed. And this is an article that we have seen from N332 about that, so I'll put a link below to that article. Very interesting stuff. Again, this is all disasters today, doesn't it? This arrived with me the other day, and you get these all the time. This is a text scam. Okay, so there's, I don't know why, but funnily enough, I was actually sat with Scats the other day, and he was on his phone, and the same scam arrived. If you get a text like that asking you to click a link, be very, very, very wary, because most of them are scams, to be honest with you. That one, as you can see, has got it's itssl.com, icorreos.es sort of dodgy short link. There's so many of those going on. And that is that now. Oh yes, and this was an article that we saw about the reservoirs. Obviously, we've had lots of rain, so it looks like the reservoirs are back up to 40-50% of their total. But then when you read, if you look at the top of the article, it says 40-50%, you read down it, you'll find actually there's only one that's at 43.28, and the rest is still at 25%. So we still need more rain, but the rain has been fantastic over these last few days. And what else have we got? Yeah, and also Stu said to me, you never celebrate people's renewals and visas. Well, we haven't had any visas through this week, unfortunately. We did have 2 last week in the Easter week, but we have had 3 renewal approvals, all from 5 if we include last week's from Alicante, so that's great. A couple, and now we've already booked the appointments to go and register that, and the appointments in 2 months time. The Tom of the Way appointments are crazy at the moment, which is Tom of the Way being the appointment you need once you've got your visa or you've renewed your visa in Spain to go and give you your fingerprints. And that's about it for the emails. Let's just move on to the next section. So that was stage 1, stage 2. Stage 1 was our report from Manchester. Stage 2, unfortunately, was our report about the robbery in Valencia. And now we're moving on to what have we been eating. Well, I'm going to put a link to this restaurant below where we were in Malaga, and fantastic place, slightly expensive to be honest with you, but a friend of mine came, so we were like, okay, we're going to treat ourselves. So this is the first thing that we ate. This was cod with black pepper, black sesame over a coconut thingy bob, the technical term, with banana chips and some green stuff, and it was absolutely gorgeous. I'm sure it was called something better than that, the menu, but I forgot to take a photo. But check out the menu, the restaurant below. I'm going to put you a link to it. We also had carrot cake, which was in the shape of a carrot. I wasn't impressed with that. Didn't think it was that good. Looked good, but didn't think the carrot cake was that good. Now this I was impressed with. This is excuse me, gazpacho, but made out of beetroot and how's it? Beetroot and strawberry gazpacho. That's what that was. It was absolutely amazing, and comes with these sort of 2 semi-sweet biscuits with raw tuna in the middle, which you'd think, oh my god, that'd be disgusting, but it was actually pretty amazing, I have to say. Now I'm just going to bring up the name of the restaurant, which I didn't have previously prepared, but luckily the wonders of Google Maps is going to help me to find it very, very, very quickly. He says, there we go, where were we? Oh, that's not, there we go. The name was I don't know, it's not on there. I've found La Gloria, which is next door. Well, look at that, they're not there. It's that behind the scenes, this restaurant, it's not even on Google Maps. So we're going to find out exactly what that is, and I'm going to put it below for you. In fact, no, let me check this out now we're on here, because I can drop that little man and have a look, can't I? On Google Maps. Where are we? Here we go. Oh, excuse me. Let's have a look here. I'm determined to find it now. No, can't find it. Okay, I will do some research and find out where we were. But that's what we were eating. That's amazing. If you ever get to try beetroot and strawberry gazpacho, definitely do. And what else do we have? Photos that we wanted to show you. And this I wanted to show you, just because we had a bug on last week, didn't we? And this was another bug that I found this week, and this apparently is a house centipede. Now, count these legs, and it's not got 100 legs, but it was quite big, about 1 inch long, in our bath, and this one was safely disposed of outside. It was only when I googled him that I realised that they should be inside because it's a house centipede. Right then, so next let's take a look at the YouTube channel. So I published my first video with my wife, which was 5 tips for living with kids in Spain. Check that out, link below. And big news for the YouTube channel, we had a video that went viral. So my 6-month rule abolished video went absolutely viral. It's up at nearly 10,000 views now, which is amazing. I just checked in on our channel, that's about €3, so we're nearly up to a beer now. With that one, we don't do it for the we put the videos out because people find us through the videos, not for the YouTube. It's a good job I don't make a living out of YouTube, I can tell you. But we have some great comments on our videos. So first of all, here from Ant and Kez, who follow us and hopefully we'll be seeing soon in Malaga. And they just said that it was very entertaining. They did laugh at the video. We make a nice double act. Don't think we're trying to be a double act, but we do. On our 6-month rule abolished, they're talking about temporary residency and now the fact that you shouldn't get denied your renewal if you've been out of the country for 6 months. Barry 6592, the UK voted to leave the EU, so live with the consequences. They did, and getting visas is the consequence, I'm afraid. I actually got top 10 tips for registering as autonomo. Check that video out on our channel. That's been around for a year now. Never really got much traction, but it seems to have picked up a bit. And we've got some Ambecheric said thanks for the video. They'll be planning on becoming autonomous soon. You got any advice who can contact? And I said sent them Antonio, our head store and accountant's details there. On the 6 months rule, can I have your contact details? Yep, support@upsticks.es. And this is an interesting one. Again, from the big non-lucrative is a big update. The iPrim video I did about the update this year of iPrim, which there wasn't one, was there? They didn't change the figures, but hey, it's a good video to do and let everybody know. Is cryptocurrency acceptable as savings? I replied, we never submitted an application with cryptocurrency because we haven't, but it's our understanding it's extremely difficult to get them accepted, and the reason being is because albeit you could cash them in, they're so volatile, there's no way that the consulate could check how much that's going to be worth and is that a stable form of deriving an income over the course of your stay in Spain. I've never seen an application approved using Bitcoin cryptocurrency, but then we've never submitted one, and we won't be submitting them, to be honest with you. But if anybody knows of any applications that have been done using Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, please let me know. I said that, they then went on to say, what about if it's cashed out into a bank account and taxes paid on it? Isn't that good enough? Yes, it is. Of course it is. As long as you can prove the origin of the funds, okay, and that's in a bank account and it's a cash asset, then that's great. The only thing I would say for the NLV is that if you are a young applicant, and most people have cryptocurrencies tend to be slightly younger than the older demographic who look for more stable investments, albeit that you qualify, they may still ask questions surrounding your work situation and do you intend to work. You're not just using this year to get into Spain and not leave and do something illegal. So albeit you qualify, you may still be asked for things like notarized documents to stating that you're not going to work in the country. Or so it's always a good idea if you're just planning on having a year out and you're a young person and you want to use, when I say young, I mean not of retirement age, but you want to use an NLV to come to Spain to write a letter to accompany your application to explain. Kevin Argonor, Explain Matheron, giving us nice comments there. Tiffany, one of my wife's good friends, we gave her a shout out because she has a clothing line, which is here in Malaga. It's a children's clothing line, and we put the link on it to on our 5 Tips to Living with Kids in Spain. We put a link to that on there, so check it out if you want some really original clothing for your kids. He also goes on to say, yeah, Chris's face, that's 400 a year. Yeah, I calculated 400 a year we spend on parties, for presents for parties for kids. That's incredible. We spend more on the parties for our kids, but yeah, it's not cheap. On the Kalima short, somebody commented that it was pollen, not Kalima. I can tell you that was not pollen. It was definitely Kalima. And in fact, check this link out. I'm going to show you now. Now this, this is a link to a website where you can check the movement of Kalima. We've had so many false alarms and papers, you know, maybe after the first Kalima, maybe they're using it as a headline to attract people to read and spend time on their webpage. And so many times they've said it's going to happen. This time when they said it was going to happen, it actually did, but not as bad as previously 2 years ago. Again, there's a video on the channel about that, the day I came home and it happened. But check it. I found this website and this is a very valuable resource if you want to check if the news is true. Then what else we've got here? Hi, the link to pre-register my S1 isn't working. Oh, I haven't answered this one. I will answer that one now. So that's now. Don't forget to register the doctor's video. The social security evidently updated their link. I put a link on there, so I'm going to update that for the person who sent me that message. And what else do we have here? That's about it. A couple of people commenting that they found our video through the Scats channel because I asked on our last update video. And there we go. Here we go. Great channel. Do you think there'll be more leniency for homeowners? I think I might have commented this already, but no, I don't. The 6 month rule abolished. I don't think at the moment it's going to be leniency for homeowners. A shame. But there is if you're an EU citizen here in Malaga, because if you're an EU citizen, you want to get residency in Malaga, all you need is a notice simply from a property that you own. You don't even have to show them a bank account, and that's different to other provinces. So easy peasy lemon squeezy if you're getting an EU residency here in Spain, in Malaga, and you own a property. Okay then guys, well that's it. Thanks for the weekly update and watching. Another one will be coming out next Tuesday, number 12. We've got some more videos coming out tomorrow. I'm actually on my way to Almeria to find out again what's going on with the appointment situation over there, to visit Ejido, which is a new station for us. We've got 3 clients going over there. So first appointment, I'm going down there, check out what's going on, check out, make sure that the process completes correctly, and see if we can get some undercover information about when they released these appointments. It's just crazy. Almeria is just a nightmare. Can't get appointments across the board. But anyway, we're trying our best. See you soon.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room.